Alright, and we're back. Okay, so let's get back to, where was I? I need to be right here. There we go. Okay, so you see that one come across.
So basically our way forward is pretty much blocked.
I don't want that. You see another one come over and blow up back there.
I hope none of the women and children ran into that building.
Right?
And...
Oh!
Boop!
Uh-oh.
Right there.
Oh. Mister, I'm the only one that hasn't been on fire yet.
It came close.
For 1 point of damage. 1 point of splash damage.
Oh. Ha. Take that.
I'm gonna pat that out.
Oh, I need to send these to you.
They've got to be using a catapult or something.
I don't know, with goblins, you know, you call it a catapult, we're liable to see like bags of cats come flying over the wall.
That's altogether possible.
You take
So-
1d3 scratch damage from splash.
Okay, so that building catches on fire. That building catches on fire. Hey, wait a minute. Come on now.
Yeah, there was another one.
What the dealio? Stand by.
And I just want to point out again, these goblins had to have been here for a while.
Okay, so I would like to. Okay, so just as a descriptor, so you see the pots flying over this wall behind here because it's a wooden wall that goes up about 10 foot, 8 to 10 feet. It's kind of spotty in areas. It's not like the best construction. It's goblins. That they're throwing oil over this fence. It's flying up over this fence.
Goblins over there throwing that.
Maybe they got those water balloon slingshots.
I got wrist rockets. Pulling it back.
I can see that so bad. I don't know how many times growing up that thing would like fire wrong and smack the back of the handle or something.
Yeah.
So anyway, these thatched roof cottages. I mean, the long kind of lean-to like stable-looking thing is on fire. This house here has started to caught on fire because of the oil landing on its roof.
So those two buildings are they're just going to end up burning down.
Yes.
There's no stopping that.
So, what do you do?
I think it's time to regroup.
He's like, put the paladin out quick.
Yeah, that's what the paladin's doing the first round is
Stamping out the fire.
I'm going to move over here and put out my fire.
All right, you successfully doused the fire.
Okay.
I think I've got a boil of, I think I've got a jar of oil. I'll just put that fire out.
And move back here. Turn myself around.
So,
Can we have Roland cast Cure Light Wounds again?
Yes. He is, as a matter of fact, going to do
on Yara.
You want to do Yara or
7 points on Yara?
Yes.
Okay. We're gonna have to do something with
Yara
Cass.
regains consciousness.
Well, Cassius has stopped bleeding, so he's not going to lose any more hit points.
Yeah, but he's got cure light wounds also.
Okay, so, well, but how many points down is he? Was he down to like -3 or something like that?
He is at -3 right now. But Roland is also out of cure light wounds.
Well, crap.
He's all, all this praying has taken a lot out of me. I need to rest and recuperate my spells. So here's the dilemma. You have pushed your way through 4 sections of this area. You've gone through the, or I'm sorry, 5. There's the entryway, and then you've pushed your way a good way into this cavern.
Right.
You can see the wall or the slope of the cavern coming down towards the area behind this wall that they threw the oil over.
So possibly not much more left to it. Possibly. Unless they've dug into the walls. I don't know. What do you want to do?
While we start getting people kind of set up, do you think you could go up here and kind of somewhat stealthily look behind the wall here? I know rangers don't have stealth.
No.
That's a lot of fire.
He's moving his little fire.
He's not deleting them either. He's just moving them, which gives me a bad idea.
Boom! You see another one explode.
Are those fire elementals?
No,
No.
You started a
fire.
fire while you're down there?
it's
Boom! You see another one explode.
How long does Roland need to rest?
Boom! You see another one explode. Just over it clips the top of the fence, and then showers oil down all over that area there.
So now the fence is on fire.
yeah. Not to mention whoever was standing next to it throwing the flames
Right.
over. I want to see one of them roll a 1. And then it looks like
Boom.
fireworks that went off wrong.
I say we need to regroup back to about here.
Boom! And then that one comes over. It just barely clears the fence and lands behind the house that's already on fire.
Yeah, we need to move back out of the range of these.
Yeah, we need to move back about here.
Here, I'm gonna put this one right here as a marker showing that the
Whole building's on fire.
that the building's on fire. Yes.
Okay, I move back here. And I say the rest of us pretty much move back in this area as well.
It's all jacked up.
If we can get Roland, since Yara is conscious again, maybe she can pick up Cassius and
All right.
bring Cassius back, like, I don't know, back probably here. And then we stay back in this area and let them just kind of lob fire for a little bit and see if maybe how long does Roland need to rest before he can cast Cure Light Wounds again?
4 3/4 hours.
Oh, jeez.
I think since we got a pretty good choke point right here, I think we could all well, Roland needs to be basically right here somehow, so that he can rest and then cure. Cassie. What in the world?
Sorry.
Why did you do that? Why?
But yeah, so that Roland can rest. Is there any way? Yeah, Roland can get back there. Right behind Cassius, right here. So
That
he
wasn't
can
an
rest.
accident.
We can just all kind of watch. Tristan, where are you going there?
I was thinking about sitting up here to keep an eye down this corridor.
Just in case anybody comes along.
Yeah, in case.
Why did you do?
Okay. So let's see, Coulter, if we can move Roland back here behind Cassius, so he's protected. Cassius is protected, and we can let Roland rest. And Sir Tristan can go ahead and kind of keep an eye out, see if anybody comes along. If they do, we can set up a little frontline defense here.
Okay.
So that
And
way
then,
Roland
but
can
after everybody retreated back, another bout of oil comes over it. Boom. Boom.
Jeez.
They really didn't like whatever was in that building.
Boom. Well, that was just the fire. I'm just showing everything's on fire.
Right.
Start hearing women and children screaming.
Boom. 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 So, more fire. Sir Tristan, you weren't there yet when
Oh,
that
good.
happened.
Okay, good.
As you were approaching, that's when you see that happen.
Okay, so here's, I guess, our advance is cut off, but on the bright side, they're not going to come anytime soon, especially if they keep on lobbing these oil pots.
And I'm thinking sooner or later they got to run out of these damn things.
After the first 3 rounds, they stopped lobbing. First 3 rounds of oil, they stopped lobbing.
Okay.
At that point, it's kind of cooking over there.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stay right here
Yeah.
because with all this flame and stuff, they're gonna have to come all the way up here.
Well,
Yeah.
it's also the cavern is starting to fill with smoke.
Yeah,
There
that was the
is
other
a
thing.
natural vent at the top of the cavern. Hold on. Towards the center here of let's see, about right there.
Okay.
There's a vent up at the top where the smoke's going out, but there's so much smoke being generated by the
Burning buildings.
by the burning that you can see that it's starting to kind of, choke up and start coming slowly down, filling the cave.
Half of my devious mind thinks we go outside, find the hill where there's smoke coming up, and stop it up.
Oh, that's a good idea, actually.
Because those fires are going to catch that wall.
Yeah, the wall is starting to catch
Right,
on fire.
And eventually it's going to just, everything else is going to burn. So if we go out and we basically stopper the vent and then find some way to close off the entrance.
Heck, we just got to sit about 15, 20 feet back from the entrance and whack them off as they walk out.
This game just took a
I
totally
knew it when I
horrible turn
said
there,
it.
dude. Come on.
I was thinking of whack-a-mole, you know.
Take him out.
Come on. All right.
Okay.
Let's get out of grade school and come back to
All right, so
being adults. Come on.
somebody pick up Cassius. Let's bug out.
Since we're taking the time, I'm looting the bodies.
Okay.
I help.
Yeah, why not? You know.
Let's see if there's anything of value on any of them. If I can grab any of the goblin arrows.
Why would you want goblin arrows?
Yeah. Fire them. They make 90-degree turns.
It's the magic arrow.
You end up starting to shoot your compatriots in the back of the head.
Okay, yeah, that's true. They've had a lot of bad luck with that. There's been a lot of, goblin on goblin violence going on here.
Yes. There has indeed.
At least this time it killed the one in front. Whereas
Right.
last time he just wounded him, so he turned around and started beating the hell out of the other one.
The other one. All right, yeah. Let's see if there's anything of value.
So so you start looting the bodies, and you're coming across. Where is it? Where's my thing? I got the thing. The thing with the thing. Let's see.
Need your table of table references.
Oh, what? Okay. Let's see. How do I want to do this? Do I just want to multiply it? Or do I want to roll it individually?
Well, it depends on what that first roll is. If it's really good, go ahead and just multiply it.
Right.
Okay, so somebody start writing down numbers. Ready?
Hold on.
Christ
hold on.
almighty.
Crying out loud. Just spring it on me like that. What's the hell?
Jumping Jesus on a pogo stick.
I tell you.
Here we go.
People.
Go for it.
1. It's so 12.
12. 5.
12. 15. 10.
10.
11.
11.
10.
10.
9.
These are
9.
These are slowly getting smaller.
11. And 10. So that's the first 10.
Oof. Well, you know what's easier? Hold on one sec. What we got?
109 on that one.
9.
9,
10.
10,
8.
8,
14.
I see that.
9.
9,
13.
13,
14.
14,
12.
12.
10.
Yeah.
And 10.
Another 109.
That's the next 10.
Are you
218 total.
9.
9,
10.
What is this?
14. 10, 8,
That was the poor goblin.
11, 6, 9, 6, and 9.
We're at 310, so all total right now.
12, 10, 12, 6, 11, 8, 16.
385.
That is all 37 goblins. All the silver that you find on all 37 goblins that you've killed.
Gee whiz. Not a bad haul.
Considering if you're going to loot all the bodies as you're leaving or going back or
Yeah.
doing whatever you're going to
Yeah.
do, that's everything that's there.
No magic items.
No, because we have somebody in our party who would freak the fuck out and start breaking shit.
Who might
Only
that
if
be?
Only if she knew they were magic.
Yeah, pretty sure if the paladin went, ooh, look at that, and it looks like just kind of a regular dagger, she'd be like, pretty suspicious.
Oh, I need this. Yeah.
So 385, are we splitting that, what, 8 ways?
Well, I would say yes.
Or
But
3 ways because NPCs don't count.
You know, hey,
Seven,
here's the
because that
deal.
one cleric's unconscious. He didn't know.
Yeah. Here's the deal. So when I'm playing my gold box games, I always give all the money to the party leader, right? Until the party leader is encumbered, then I move on to the next character down. I never give any equipment or money to the NPCs that join my party. I'm like, I know you guys are going to leave the party, and I know you don't need this money more than I
Right.
do.
right.
Or this you're a mage, and yeah, that's great that you're a high level mage and everything, but no, you cannot have this magic item that you
Because
need because I know you're gonna leave and then that's gonna be gone.
If we break that down 3 ways, that's like 128 silver apiece. Now,
12
the
gold.
paladin has to do a little bit of tithing.
Yeah, at least 10%.
So you know what? You know what's funny is also in my game I've got a Knight of Solamnia, right? And whenever we go back into the thing, he tithes to the knighthood. I'm like, well, you're not getting any money either. You can have equipment, but you are not getting any of these
You're
steel
getting-
pieces, sir.
No cash. None. You cannot be. No. So, I mean, Sir Tristan and I are going around looting up these bodies, and we find 385 silver between the two of us, right?
Okay, wait. I am a lawful good paladin. I'm
I
not
know.
going to lie
Hey.
to the cleric.
Hey, Ranger, don't take the paladin with you. Just put it in your pocket.
Yeah, the ranger comes walking out, chink, chink, chink. I
Yeah.
didn't
Well,
find
the
nothing.
problem
I didn't
is
find anything.
the problem is that I'm lawful good as well.
Oh, see, this
I'm
is
not gonna
this
sit
is
here
when
and
we
cheat
need a
someone.
rogue.
I'm not
Be
gonna
like,
cheat somebody.
nope,
so-
didn't find nothing. This is when you need the grumpy dwarf.
Yes.
Yeah, more beat needs to be.
Hey,
more-
what'd you find? Nothing.
Nothing.
Don't mind my bulging coin purse.
I
But
just
no, I've always had that.
No, he's got the coin purse tied around his waist. He comes back and they're like, dude, something changed? No, it's always been this long.
no. What gets me is remember we laughed that she he lied to us
Yeah.
about how many goblins were in here?
Yeah.
And it's turned out to be true.
Yeah.
That's right. But you don't know that because everybody that knew that knowledge was
Yeah, I
eaten.
know.
Is dead. All right.
Non-flesh.
Well, we'll figure out how we're going to split this up once we get back to town. But right now, I say we need to get out. We need to find some way to stop the natural vent at the top of this cavern. And we need to find some way to get that entrance blocked up. Because, see,
We've got a lot of goblin bodies. Those make good barricades.
well, yeah, but here's the dilemma. Okay, I am lawful good. Sir Tristan is lawful good. Yara, what's your alignment?
Chaotic good.
But
we can drive him out, but we can't block him in.
You know, because there's a bunch of women and children goblins who are innocents.
That's the thing. We cannot basically.
But they are goblins.
Okay, but they're still.
And per first edition, all goblins are evil.
Yeah, they're seen as like a pest monster. They're not a society. They're a monster.
That's right. So then
monsters
then
that build houses and
we can get away with go ahead and blocking up the entrance and basically making them all suffocate and die of smoke inhalation.
Oh no, I'm sure the heat will get some of them.
Well, that's comforting. I'm sure some of them will burn to a crisp before they suffocate and die of smoke inhalation.
Anybody for slow cooked goblin?
Oh, jeez, yeah. Yeah. Roasted in some cases. They're all smoked.
Deep pit goblin.
Deep pit goblin.
Smoked goblin.
That's not right, guys.
Okay, the ranger has to keep the barbarian out.
Okay.
Someone's barbecuing up in there. Yum.
Oh, jeez.
Baby back ribs.
Now you're just going overboard. That's
too far.
That's wow.
Funny as hell.
So tender.
Yeah. Falls right off the bone.
We wake up after her watch. She's got like a pile of bones. Hungry? Nope, I'm full.
What?
No, I'm good. Okay.
Oh, goodness.
What are we going to use to stop up the entrance? I don't think goblin bodies will do the trick.
I'm sure there's enough like rubble from all these buildings and stuff we helped them destroy.
Well, I mean, there was a good amount of stuff in that first area.
Yeah, the tables and stuff.
Tables and...
I mean, if we really want to be cruel, just at the entrance of that cave part, after we get out...
Right there at the cave entrance, yeah.
Right there.
Well, yeah, because... Well, no, right there, because there were two actual...
Right
like,
there?
The natural walls. Yeah, I'm looking at right here. That's up a little bit from the actual cave entrance itself, or from the...
Wait, hold on. I've got a zoom where I can see more of the map here.
He's talking about right after the first chamber where the guards were set up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. See, I was talking about drag all that furniture there and light it on fire.
Okay, but right here, that's a little bit more narrow. Plus, we could probably tear down some of the huts and houses that are up here. Pull that down and just, block the whole thing. Not necessarily set it on fire, but just cram it. Because that smoke, by the time, they're not going to be able to get past all this fire up here for a little while. I mean, all that fires, that's going to keep them from coming this way. So we take the tables and chairs and everything else and set it up here. I mean, we can go ahead and knock down, because these huts, I mean, they're goblin huts and goblin houses. It's not like they're, you know, craftsmanship or anything going on here.
Yeah.
You know, a couple swings with a couple good kicks will bring them down. Take the rubble, pile it up here, get on the other side of it, you know, I mean, set it on fire on this side. It'll start slow burning through all that stuff, and by the time they get to it, they're basically trapped. That's creating more smoke. And then we run out, run up to the top, get something to stop up that natural vent one way or another, and plug that hole and basically just wait for them to die. Yeah?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
I'm up for it.
There we go. That's our plan.
Am I carrying out Cassius?
Yeah, I think you're going to have to.
All right. So how long are you guys taking to do all this?
As fast as we can, I think. I'm
going to say it's going to take you at least 2.5 hours to loot all the bodies on the way out.
Okay. How long to, say, tear down this one hut and, like, this one house? I mean, just kick it until it just starts falling apart. Take some of the bigger pieces that we can and drag them so that they basically block this natural doorway here.
I'm going to say 1.5 hours.
Okay. So we're looking at 4 hours right there. Meanwhile, the cavern is still filling up with smoke.
Yes.
Because it can't get out that vent fast enough. Okay, so we place all that here. And then we grab the table, we grab chairs, the beds, everything else, and pile it up on this side. And then set it on fire and run.
Well, while we're doing that, why doesn't the ranger go outside and look for that vent?
Okay, yeah, while you guys are doing that, then I'll run outside. That's fine.
Yeah, you can get that vent and get it.
Okay, so while the guards and the paladin and the
Now, where are you stopping it up?
clerics, right here, right in between 1 and 2.
Okay.
So while they're doing all that, I'm going to run outside and see where the smoke is coming from. How big of... Okay, here's the question. Once I find the hole, how big is the hole?
Are you going by yourself?
Take Winthrop.
Yeah, no, I don't want to take Winthrop. I want to take Galen with me. No, not Galen. Not Galen.
Harold?
Harold. Because Harold is full health, yes.
Alright, I'm going to move your characters back to the starting point. So that way you're not out there in the middle of the fire.
Right.
So you're going to take Harold?
I'm taking Harold with me. And he and I are going to go find the vent.
Okay. Then I think we can call that done for now then. So we'll say you guys officially get that area kind of stopped up with the wreckage that you wrought from those two huts there. You got stoppered up pretty good. There's even, like, you know, a door there that, or a makeshift goblin door that also helps with the blockage of the passageway there. Not only that, but there's also the frame that they put into place to hold the door.
Right.
So you have plenty of stuff that you can kind of wedge in there and block up that passageway. You know, there's plenty of blankets and things too that you find in the general area there that the goblins use for sleeping and whatnot. There's sleeping areas like straws and furs and things and whatnot. Stuffed toys that were stolen from murdered farmers' children. Oh wait, no, they weren't murdered. It was only the wife that was murdered. They escaped. And then we'll pick up on the next session then the trip out to scout for the vent and whatnot and kind of go from there.
Okay.
All right.
Hooray.
All right. So, have we awarded experience points for this whole thing at all? For any of the goblins slaughtered?
Once, yeah, because we had to leave and come back because
That's right.
Yara got knocked out and I had to carry her butt out of
That
there.
would be 22. All right. Experience points. So 1 minus 1 is 10, plus 1 per hit point. We'll average it at 5 hit points. So where's my calculator? So 15 times 22 is 330. Now here's the deal. You've got NPCs with you who are also doing that. Yeah. So we technically have to divide that by 8. You get 41 and a quarter experience points. So I'll be nice, round it up to and say 42. And then 50 bonus experience points for
so 92.
Oomph. Chutzpah. For going in and just stacking up against the barricade. And you know, taking it like the party you are. So it'd be 92 experience points total. You know, we'll just round it up to a flat 100. Why not?
Okay, so 6.
Let's see.
Woohoo.
And let's see, it's 300. You said how much? How many silver pieces was it?
385.
385, yes.
And then we divide that by 5 to get the amount of gold pieces. Where's my calculator?
75 gold pieces.
So that would be 75 experience points divided by 8 as well. So 75.
So 10.
So, and then I'll round up and say 10. So 10 more experience points for the gold. And if you really wanted to, cheap goblin-made leather armor of goblin size and short swords of goblin make or theft from other people. And goblin bows. Can't forget about those goblin bows.
Oh yeah, finally crafted everything, isn't it? I see really no value there. I don't see any armor. I mean, even taking it for scrap metal, I don't see anything happening there. So
right.
So now we'll just leave it.
Okay. Go ahead and leave all those then. And then, yeah, why not? And then we will call it for tonight.
Sounds
All right.
good.
Don't look at that. Don't look at that. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and break and continue the adventure next time. We are gonna go ahead and I think we're gonna launch a raid on. Let's see. Yeah, we'll launch a raid on Touch of Oblivion because he's online and he's playing PlayStation 4 games. So we will go raid Touch of Oblivion. And then we'll see you next time. So have a great rest of your weekend and